Opponents to an Oklahoma State House bill seeking to restrict abortion say that it could also lead to fewer births. 2 News Oklahoma's Samson Tamijani takes a look at House Bill 3216 and spoke with a Tulsa woman who's fighting to stop it.
More Republican Representative Kevin West calls it the Oklahoma Right to Life bill. It lists several new rules for doctors and women in the state to follow regarding abortion and contraceptives, but also defines what constitutes as a human life. HB 3216 lists abortion only being permitted when deemed medically necessary by a doctor, as declared by the state Supreme Court last year. But if a woman does get an abortion, their name would get listed as a number in a state health department database accessible by a court order. The doctor who performed the medically necessary abortion would be required to submit a written justification under oath on why the abortion was performed. Additionally, Representative West's bill outlaws contraceptives like IUDs and Plan B pills unless prescribed. In a February 14th committee hearing, West admitted he'll need to fine-tune much of the language.
I've made the commitment to this committee to work on these potential problem areas. I am more than willing to do that.
What West was not questioned on was a piece that declares an unborn child is from conception.
By applying personhood, that could effectively outlaw what we are able to do in order to move forward with our families.
Laura Corbin says in vitro fertilization, or IVF, is precisely how she was able to become a mom of 2 after years of trials and heartbreak. She now leads an IVF support group for Tulsa women called Infertile Myrtles. Like the National Infertility Association, Corbin opposes the bill, calling its whole reasoning willful ignorance to women, because it would automatically deem all embryos in IVF facilities as a person, putting the whole process in question.
We're trying to bring forth life. And by the wording in this bill, that could inadvertently restrict IVF.
Corbin, who is also a physician's assistant, questions the lawmaker's medical knowledge and pleads with him to rescind much more of HB 3216 before it goes before the full House.
There is also no benefit to women for this. To put women who have had an emergent medical abortion on a list to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't do it again, or to monitor your doctors, is frankly nothing more than a witch hunt.
I reached out via phone and email to Representative West and communication staffers in the Oklahoma State House to get his perspective directly and to ask when he will update his bill. We have not yet heard back. In studio, Samson Tamijani, 2 News, Oklahoma.